Hey, hello Facebook friends, how are you? All right, you guys know I don't go live very often. Hopefully I'm live in the right place. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello and share about something that I found super duper interesting, okay? So let's see, where do I even begin with this? So we had COVID late 2021, and I didn't know about this post-COVID hair loss thing at that point. But anyway, and in fact, I had some friends going, I'm losing a lot of hair. What's the deal? And I was like, well, I mean, have you checked your hormone levels? That can definitely take a toll, whatever. So fast forward a little bit, and I was finding that I was just shedding all sorts of hair. And I was washing my hair and just like clumps of hair coming out. I'm thinking, how am I ever going to have any hair left? And I mean, honestly, I always shed. I always have, and I've kind of joked around. I've not had thin hair. It's like, oh my goodness, how do I even have hair left? But this was a totally new level of hair loss, and it was just so much. And it was, whether I was brushing it dry or washing it, it just was coming out. So finally, I went to my hair appointment and was just sharing with my fabulous stylist, shout out to Maritza. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm losing an insane amount of hair. And I said something to my hubby, and he's like, me too. Like mine is just coming out too. Like, and it's just not normal, right? So I said this just kind of in passing, and she's like, oh, I can tell. Like, it's probably at least 25% thinner than last time I saw you. And I was like, oh my goodness, like she can tell. So I got to talking with her, and she shared some stuff with me. And this is a public service announcement to you if you're experiencing this, to you if you've had it but not had COVID but not had the hair loss, if you have friends, family, let's get the word out about this, because I think this was really huge for me, okay? So yes, okay. Mine actually didn't start for a long time. And those of you who know me, I'm a health nut, right? Like I'm a little over the top. And so honestly, even once I did learn about this repair loss thing, I was kind of thinking, I bet I won't get it, because I mean, I was really on it and trying to replete. We know that COVID depletes the body of nutrients, so I was trying my best to take everything. So I really didn't expect to experience this. Well, anyway, so I'm sitting there, and Maritza's sharing with me. I said, all right, what do you do for this? And get ready for this, it's so good. So she said, well, actually, they actually have treated people for a variety of reasons of hair loss. So whether it's medications, because medications can do that, whether it's stress, you can have stress types of hair loss. Maybe after a really stressful event, it's not uncommon to have a period of hair loss. But she was telling me that with different kinds of hair loss, they're very typically in patterns. So like, let's say it's a stress type of hair loss. She said that will mostly be around the crown of the head. But she said what she has seen with the post-COVID stuff is all over the head. So it's not like in just a pattern. And she said that they do this treatment, and they put it in your hair, and it goes on a liquid, comes off a gel. But what I found really fascinating is she said, if I'm helping, okay, get this. So our liver is our main detoxification organ, right? Like that's its whole job. And in light of what we've been going through, it has more work than usual. But regardless, she said number 2 in line in that filtration system of our body is our hair. Our hair is second. And so when your liver gets overloaded or just tired, then your hair has to pick up the slack. And she says, she's told me many times, she says, I can tell so much by looking at someone's hair. So it's kind of fascinating what information our hair carries, isn't it? I thought it was so cool. You know me, I'm like health nuts. I'm like, this is the coolest. So anyway, they put this treatment on, and it strips, in a good way, strips. Like I go, is this gonna dry my hair out? Because I got curly hair, it already tends to be dry. I don't need it any more dry. Like I'm the person who never uses heat on my hair, anything, because it gets too dry. And she's like, no, it won't strip it like that, but it will strip off all that stuff from the COVID that is on your hair that needs to be stripped. It's causing inflammation on your scalp, and it's what's the core cause of you losing hair. I was like, well, how much is it? Let's do this thing. Like that sounds really good. And she said it's a really a very ingredient conscious company. I go to her because she uses organic. Everything's organic. They're very, very conscious that way. So that's actually how I found her. But anyway, so she said what's cool though, or interesting, is that if she is doing this treatment on somebody's hair who has hair loss due to medications, it will come out usually yellow looking. Like she said, the gel will just turn yellow. But she said almost without fail, when it's somebody post-COVID, then it comes greenish gray. I asked her what color mine was. It was greenish gray. So yay me. I think they actually do specifically work with people with super oily scalp and dandruff as well. So you guys, if anyone has questions, private message me. I can get you info. And Maritza's really passionate about this too. And so just getting the word out. So anyway, she treated it, but the interesting things she said, this was so cool. She has this scalp camera, like cameras. It takes pictures of your hair and your scalp. And so she was showing me the pictures and she's like, okay, here's your baby hairs that are coming in. Here's your more adult hairs. And she said, in this picture, there should be 2 or 3 sprouting out of your scalp. And I just had 1. And she's like, this is not your typical, like it has, you've lost quite a bit. And then she said, but I can see you've got inflammation. So the camera shows that. And then she said, I can see all of your hair follicles are still open though. So she said, that's really good because if your hair follicles are still open, then if we take care of the problem, which is all this buildup that's happened because of your body having to deal with this, the whole effect of the virus and whatever else we've been throwing it at it this year. She said, sorry, my brain went, blah, where did that go? I keep seeing y'all pop on. I'm like, oh, hi, it's so good to see you all. So she said, my follicles are still open. So she's like, we can fix this and you're going to grow back hair. You're going to see it in 3 months of difference. So I'm like, oh, thank you. Cause I don't want thinning hair. Right. So anyway, it was really interesting. And she goes, you see how it's kind of like poofy around the hair follicle? And yeah. Well, that just means it's inflamed. So we just need to get the inflammation down and then we'll help those follicles stop losing hair. So she treated, now obviously this was like 2 days ago and I've been thinking about it ever since. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't be the only person experiencing this. I know I've talked to some of you who are experiencing it. I need to let you know about this because here's the cool thing. If you've just recently had COVID, she said that if you can do this early enough, you can probably avoid the hair loss. Yay! I wish I had known that. So you can look into the treatment. And like I said, I can get you all the details, message me privately. I'll get you details and how you can have your hairstylist do it and whatever else, okay? So anyway, isn't that fascinating? So interesting. And yeah, just shoot me a private message if you are in need of more information. I'm happy to share that with you. What else? Oh, so then I was like, all right. So yikes, this is scaring me. I've got a quarter less hair. It's showing in my hair follicles. Tell me what I need to do. And so she's like, well, you need this certain mineral. And so it's trace minerals with B12 because she said the B12 needs to work. And it's one of my favorite brands. So when she gave me the brand, I was like, ooh, I feel very comfortable with that particular brand. And so I immediately ordered some. It's not here yet, but I can promise you, I kind of thought I needed minerals anyway. And so I was excited to find a good trace mineral. I was just not sure which one to take. So the other cool thing is that, well, it's not really cool, but it's cool to know, is that we've learned a lot about like amino acids and about minerals and how when you're sick, not just COVID, but any sickness, any major sickness that your body fights off, your body in fighting that off can get super depleted on some of these things. And so I would say this, you know, if you find yourself in a place where it's weird, oh, here's another thing. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm excited in a weird way, but I'm excited to share this with you guys because I know it's going to make a difference for somebody. Now, another cause of hair loss can be, speaking to the women in the house, well, and the men too, actually, but is hormonally. I mean, there's definite hormone patterns that can lend to more hair loss. Like I think, I'm no doctor, I'm not giving medical advice in any way, but isn't it like testosterone and the wrong levels can cause hair loss, but also high estrogen, low progesterone, like there's lots of things. And so I just encourage you guys, if you haven't gotten your blood tested by kind of a naturally minded doctor, like I found a couple medical doctors who focus more on the natural health realm, but they are MDs. I know, you know, you can find someone good who can do a blood panel. I think it's just really good to know what you're working with anyway. And really then you can better address things. So certainly, I guess my point being is there's many reasons for hair loss. It's not only this, but I was just so fascinated to hear her say that she has dermatologists who refer to her because their patients have had, it's helped stop the hair loss. So anyway, so she said to stop the hair loss, you do the treatment. Then to regain and replete and regrow, then you just need to make sure that your body is well supported, and minerals is one of the things that she thinks is important. So anyway, I am just coming to you sharing this. I see some of you are already messaged me. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy to get you some info and share with you. Thank you, thank you. I'm seeing the private messages. I'm totally distracted, but yeah. So that's exciting. All right, I got another public service announcement for y'all while I'm here. Totally not related to hair shedding. Actually, it kind of is, because when I was having this like buckets of hair losing, what was driving me crazy was it all over my bathroom floor, everywhere, long hair everywhere, and so. The Norwex mop is awesome. If you don't know anything about Norwex and you're just watching this because of hair loss, hey, yo, this is my favorite product that Norwex has. I love their products, but I love this. This is my top favorite. The reason I'm going to tell you about it, though, I know this is random, so we're kind of off the hair loss topic, so you can hang with me if you want. So this is the Norwex mop system. You use just water. It makes your floors look absolutely amazing. And this is the large, and then they also have the mini. So for those of you with like RVs and stuff, we have the mini in our camper, okay? Well, Norwex just announced that they are doing an extra large mop as a gift to our hosts, that our hosts can earn completely free in February. And when I saw it on the sheet of paper, I was like, first of all, I love my mop. I'm not sure extra large is gonna be even better. I just love this mop. And B, is it gonna be too big? I mean, that was honestly what I was thinking. So it came in the mail, I think Saturday, because as a silver SVP with Norwex, I am so honored and so grateful to receive the products and the new products. And so this came in the mail, and I wanna show you guys this thing. Okay, now I off-center it because I like to get in the corners with that side, and this side goes and does my floorboards, okay? This thing is huge. So I got it out, and I pay my kids to mop our floors. Our house is full of tile and wood floors, and I am all about child labor, but we pay them. Oh, this is a hot mess. Anyway, I did it earlier for my team, and it didn't look nearly so awkward, but leave it to me to go live and be like, got too many mops here. So this is, let's see, that's not gonna work. Let me try this. And it's dirty because I've been mopping obsessively. Love this thing. Okay, so this is the comparison. Can you guys see that? That's the extra large versus large. So it comes in the box. I know it's huge. It's so huge. I'm like pulling it out going, whoa, I'm not even sure what I think of this thing. This thing's massive. So I call Sam, my youngest. I'm like, he's my mop master. He rocks at mopping. And I kind of like my floors to look amazing, and he nails it. So anyway, he quotes me his amount that he's going to need to vacuum and mop, you know, all of the house. And because I really wanted my floors clean, I agreed to his amount. And little entrepreneur in the making here. I pulled it, I go, Sam, we've got a new mop in the kitchen. When you're ready, come on out. I pull this massive mop out, and he's like, whoa. So we put it together, I cut him loose with it, and he's like, oh, this isn't just good, this is amazing. And then at the end, I'm telling you, you get like twice as much mopping done with this. It is amazing. I was a little worried like how his little, 11-year-old self would be steering this thing around. No problem. Like he rocked it out. And by the end, he came in, he goes, Mom, I'm gonna give you a discount because I got done a little extra fast. And so I got a real steal on my mopping. But anyway, love this. I'm sort of obsessed. Now you can also see, for those of you who haven't seen the Norwex mop for a while, you're seeing this spray attachment. It's empty because he mopped, but you put water in it and it is so cool. So you have it at 90 degrees upright and you just push the handle down. It puts water in front of your mop. Now here's the minor problem. I love it, but it's sold out in, I don't know, a week or two. Like it was crazy, sold out. The problem, and some of you will understand this problem because you're seeing it in everything you want to buy, is that the next load, I understand, is stuck on a ship somewhere. So we are still patiently awaiting the spray attachments to come back into stock. We cannot wait, but they're awesome. Now here's the deal. If you want this massive mop, which you do, even if you don't think you do, I'm here to tell you, you want this thing. It was awesome. Now, if you have a teeny tiny kitchen and you live in an efficiency apartment, the massive mop may not be your top on your list. Maybe go with the regular, but maybe not. It's the fastest thing. I mean, it is so cool. I can't wait for you all to get it. So if you want it, I would love to help you get it for free. So I do 2 styles of parties. I do online Facebook parties, and I do just an online party that doesn't require social media because some people just aren't on social media. Clearly y'all are because you're watching me on Facebook. But anyway, so if you would like to host an online party in February, give me a shout. Along with your request for hair info, I'm happy to send you both, either or whatever you need. But anyway, I would love to help you earn this for free. It's awesome. And yes, the spray mop attachment is also amazing, Judy. And yes, hopefully it comes in soon. And yes, this is like an industrial size mop with just water. You get to clean your floors. It's absolutely the best because there's no sticky residue, there's no streaking, and there's no chemicals to absorb for your pets. You guys know pet cancer is on the rise, right? And part of the reason that people expect this is true, and also human cancer, is the number of chemicals that we use in our home. And the problem with chemical residue is our homes nowadays are made so airtight and so efficient that once chemical residue is brought in, it's actually hard to clear it out. So the best solution from a health standpoint is not to bring, or to really minimize the number of cleaning chemicals you bring into your home, because when you look and start researching this stuff, it's amazing how tied they are to so many health challenges. And clearly, our immune system can be stronger if it doesn't have that chemical load, the onslaught of chemicals to deal with, in addition to life on planet Earth, right? So are we still giving out large floor mats? Oh my goodness, that was another of my favorites. I do have a few here, but they are not available in the catalog. So if you're in need of a large floor mat, talk to me, you can message me, but those are amazing as well. Oh goodness, it's so good to see you, friends. All right, well, some of you are joining late and you're probably like, hey, I thought we were talking hair loss after COVID. And guess what? We did talk that. And if you need info, you can shoot me a message. I would love to hear from you anyway, because it's just making me smile seeing you all. Now, the bottom line is I rarely go live on my personal page. I go live all the time to my team, all the time. They're so sick of seeing this mug, I'm sure. But I don't often go live here, but I hope this is of value to you guys, and just to know that there's solutions out there, I think is really super powerful. So if you have had COVID, which I know about everyone in my life, it feels like it has gone viral. That's a whole nother meaning of viral. But anyway, so if you have, you can actually seek out this treatment before you lose your hair. And that to me would be optimal. So anyway, that's what I got today. Good to see you guys, and reach out if you need anything, or just reach out to say, hey. Oh, Shay, you're sweet. I love it. Well, I love hanging out with my team. You guys make my day every day. I love it. I love what we get to do. So, all right, y'all need this thing. I'm telling you, host a Facebook party in February. If you're working with a consultant, reach out to them. They can get you the same deal. If you need a consultant, I would be delighted to be your girl. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Make it a great week. Bye-bye.